Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the 1.8 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival, and we're starting on the bridge of my capital vessel. At the moment we're parked right next to Ambassador Izani, who we've got to go and talk to, because in the last part we went and visited the excavation site on a temperate moon, or planet actually, not moon, and well, had some fun with some bug uglies. Also, at the end of that video, I collected some extra wood off camera so that I won't run out of nitrocellulose. But before we get started, I just want to talk about a couple of things. First one is that I'm not exactly feeling 100% at the moment. So what I'm trying to do is record what I can, but there might be a bit of a delay when it comes to releasing videos because I'm not really up to the process of editing and rendering at the moment. So at the moment I've got no idea when this video is going to come out. The other one also is, if you look in the top left hand corner, you can see we're now on the 1.86 update. Now, a couple of days ago, I think it was on the 2nd of August, or was it the 1st? I can't remember. The Allion released a 1.85 update, which included a large number of bug fixes and changes. Unfortunately, it actually did introduce a couple of bugs as well, and a big thank you to those of you who pointed out in the comments. And I'll be completely upfront, I did start to record this video, and one problem I had was I couldn't open this bathroom vanity, and the only way I could actually get to the armors inside was by actually deconstructing it and taking it away. There was also a bug which I can't demonstrate because of course we're on the hotfix patch that's fixed it, but one problem is that when you open containers, especially the special loot boxes, it wouldn't go to it, and it would go to where you were previously. But as far as so one of the secondary purposes of this video is to actually test that while we're out and about, and hopefully that will work. Where is the ambassadors over there? I've got my EVA suit on. So what we're going to do is fly into here and talk to the ambassador. Turn the off. Just make sure I've got the artifacts in my inventory. Obviously won't speak to us. So we're just going to get into here. Turn the light on so we can actually see what we're doing. And we're going to see the ambassador. Oh, you're already back then. Any problems so far? No, not really. So what did I just bring you? Well, that's indeed interesting. What do you know about the Tesh and the Void? Just the names and some rumors. Okay, so a little history lesson on a brief summary of the Tesh are a civilization of AIs. They reside in quite a large territory, more towards the center of the galaxy. The Void is being found in the same region, although they do not seem to be active. The Tesh, on the other hand, are a living civilization, but they do not aim for any contact with us biological beings, and no one has ever tried to get in touch with them for at least a few hundred years. So we can only find an archive. Yes, the archive is hidden in an asteroid in the orbit of the desert burnt world of this sector. The asteroid was once part of a planet that has not got destroyed in the late phase of the Wall of Silence. I've heard you already found its counterpart in the archive of the Talon Academy of Science. You also found the Staff of Guidance, which should bring you the staff with you when speaking to the Keeper. He will probably recognize the insignia of the Talon Xerex Assembly and will answer all your questions. Important for me and all of us is that you find a way to extract the knowledge that was kept there before the Xeno managed to destroy it. The Keeper will help you with that when you show him the staff and the seal of the House of Abyssal. So we've got the seal of the House of Abyssal. Let's make sure there. So the ambassador didn't take the artifact, so we can shove that ready to sell. Now, while walking back, I'll just talk a little bit about the Tesh and the Void. These are two new factions that have been added to the game in recent updates. I don't know that much about the Void, but I know the Tesh has a faction is still under development, so I think if we can find the Tesh, we probably won't get it in its complete form, and I've got no idea what relations we will experience with the Tesh as well. That's something to go. I think we can put this stuff into, put you into trade items. We'll go there, and then go. We need some food actually. Need some food on the way through. And we'll just jump in the ship and we'll go off to this barren planet. Luckily it's in the same system, so it won't take us long to get there and back. So we'll just go here. It's on. What we can do is, this is it. Yeah, barren. Desert burnt. I'm hoping that we got Saphium in the area. We might be spending a little bit of time looking for this, because Saphium is good. That means we might be able to finish our capital vessel. I really would like to get it going. I kind of think if we get one more good asteroid, it might be enough. So we got to go to the Marl sector, 5.4 astronomical units away. Oh, before we leave, let's go this. I had a bit of a fly round off camera as well, so I found the silicon, the titanium, the 2 ice asteroids, a magnesium asteroid, a promethium 1, cobalt, and iron. So the only one that's still floating around here is the Estrum. So I've got no immediate plans to mine those asteroids because I haven't got the space. But it's good to know that we've got a source there should we need it. I'm scanning for a few pirate vessels and the Xerax in that sector. Not many, but we should be cautious. Okay, so we need to make sure we got. So there's the moon. Make sure I've got the shield on. Shield's up. Yeah. But we got to go that way. But there seems to be an asteroid nearby as well, so we're going to kind of head for the asteroid off the inertia drive. What I'm going to do is head for that asteroid first, see what it is. Actually, we got copper, magnesium, cobalt, and Saphium. Now that would be brilliant if that asteroid was a Saphium asteroid. That would be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to head there first. I mean, I'm very tempted to have a look around the system and see what's actually here. Oh yeah, well, I think this asteroid is even more important than the doing the mining operation. We're going to get in here. What we're going to do is just fly into it. Like this. We'll leave the thrusters on just in case I need to make a quick getaway. Hostiles turn up. We're just going to jump in the mining ship and see if we can mine out this Saphium. Am I in pilot mode? Didn't know that. I'll take off that. Must admit, I'm not a big fan of pilot mode, but I didn't realise that the miner was in it. I find that it's a bit easier when mining not to be in pilot mode. Anyway guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mine this Saphium asteroid out. Okay, welcome back. I'm just tidying up a few little bits and pieces. I don't think that I'll be able to get anything else from the ship. And just to show you, get rid of the stone. So we got 2,733 Sathium, which should, I don't think it's going to get us all the way there, but I think it's going to get us a long way towards what we need for the ship. I do have a little bit of Sathium actually in my main constructor, which I've kind of been keeping for any final little top up. So just come in there. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not sure. Let me just see, because I was processing power cells. Okay, it's now finished. I think what we're gonna do is go loot to loot. One thing I do want to make is a cargo box, because I've got a little bit of a storage problem. And what we're going to do is put in, just whack in that, and what we should be able to do is turn this into Sathium ingots while we're off on the mission. So what we're going to do is get back. So now let's get back into the cockpit and we'll get over to the mining operation and see what mischief we can get into. So here we are, we're just coming up on the mining operation. If I remember correctly, this should be a ship attached to the mining asteroid, which we can, there it is, you can just see the ship, there it is. There is a boarding ramp at the back of the dock vessel. We'll make a good entry point here. But what I want to do is literally put the capsule vessel across the top of the asteroid. Now, when I rebuilt this CV, put an extra Wi-Fi connector on the actual back of the ship. So if I can land like that, would mean that we should have full Wi-Fi coverage of all the way across. Now, we've got to get into the ship, but at the same time, I don't really want to fight with the EVA boost on. So what we're going to have to do is, as far as if I can remember correctly, the actual asteroid itself is pressurized. So I think we can take off. We've got 2 armor boosts. I think we'll put a radiation boost on. I've got a feeling it does have high radiation. Oops. And I think what we'll do is we'll pick up the Merc and we'll put that in front of the boarding ramp. 2 reasons. One, it will mean I won't have to go too far in space exposed to the cold. And the other reason is that it will give me a little bit of extra fire support should I need it. Although the problem we will have is the fact that the Merc will be cold as a ship. So we're probably going to get a little bit of chill. Yep. So we're actually minus 139, so we're going to get cold very quickly. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it's the way it is. We'll just bring the ship. Yeah. Park you. Yeah. If we get a hot drink, we should be okay. Yeah. What you want to do is just jump in here. Warm up a bit. Now, up over here is someone who'll do the ambush. I think that solves these guys. What we need to do is fly up here and get rid of these guys ASAP. Do a quick reload. Get rid of our friend the robot. I think there should be a commander up here somewhere. He is. He obviously dropped off. That didn't go too bad. I think we got gravity here. And if you come out the back door here, you can drop down. And we're off to a reasonable start. I think that just opens the ramp or closes the ramp, if I remember correctly. We got a whole load of loot here, but I'm not going to worry too much about that for the moment. Put the jetpack on. One of the strange things about this POI is the fact that you get a bit of a mixture of gravity and no gravity. I don't think there's anything else up here. I've got no idea where the core is. Oh, we can. She got O2 station in. Oh, that's pretty cool. What we got to do is go that way, but there's a turret. Tuck down. I think we'll just shove this straight into the loot. That can go into raw food. Right, where's my? Okay. Well, I can't kill you. Gotcha. Just do a reload because there's going to be a couple of hostiles, but we can rush them. Gotcha. Now, in this base, there's a couple of these little messages, which I won't try and read them because the print's quite small, but they're kind of just general information thingies. Right, I'm just gonna pop that. Meds. Well, just shove that straight in trade items. Seem to have a surplus of ammunition at the moment. Probably don't need all that, so that can go into there. Obviously my guns have been busy because the projectile ammunition has gone down. It's better, I think, to actually do this. I can see it. Gotcha. I can hear Xerax, all of that. I think there might, there's one up over here. Minigun guy. Wait for the cooldown. Cooldown can be a little bit annoying sometimes. Right, we're over. Ow. Turret down there. Right, we'll get rid of the turret. Yeah, apologies for kind of skirting around a little bit. What I was about to show you is over here there's a generator with a switch on top, but you can't flip it at the moment, but it's quite an important one to do, still be in range of the Pioneer. Put all this straight into the loot box. Some Saphian plates, that would be very much appreciated. Oh, we've got a closet here. Funny little steel plates. Now we've got to go down there, but we're going to go up here first. We just use the lazy guy. Ow. Right, see if we can open this loot box. Yes, we can. These were the loot boxes that were causing the problem with the 1.85 update. What was happening is that, say you looted this loot box and then you came to this one, what you would see is this loot box. So there was obviously a configuration or something going on that was causing a bit of a problem in that area. But it's been fixed with the 1.86 update, so it's good. One thing about Allion compared to certain other well-known game companies, that when something goes wrong, they tend to fix it very quickly, so which is good. Say compared to other companies which have known bugs and they do absolutely nothing about. Well, I can think of a few games that have got bugs in them which have been there for years, and they still haven't done anything to them. Okay, anyway, that gripe aside, let me just. Wait, you're meant to be dead. Let's press O, orientate round. Just pick up. Keep that. We'll keep the antibiotic pill. I think what we will do is we've got to go into raw food. Or keep on doing that. We'll go to food and meds. Got that one there. I think we shoot that. I've got some of these berry juices, which I mean, I make these from time to time, and I never quite get round to using them. From above. Notice we got a message there telling us that these guys had just gone to unfriendly. Wasn't aware that they were friendly in the first place. Ah. I think we got all the hostiles here. What we got to do is just get rid of that. Oops. Goodbye. Just loot the bodies. One here. The laser guy. I'll just do this stuff as well. Take this. We could find a trade station and we might be able to offload some of this stuff. 'Cause I am running out of space. Got that. See a loot box here. There it is. Take that. Take that. Well, it's only an ordinary container, but right, what we're going to do is go down this side passage, but I think there's some megaloids in there. Oh, he got a shot on me. There's a little bit of booby trap up here. Right. You said you could come back and shoot me. Just use the ordinary ammunition, I think. Up and loot these two guys. Game were just do a reload on the fly. As far as I know, there's no loot boxes up here. Quick look, just in case. No. And we'll just game just this boxes. Should we keep the hot beverage with us just in case I start to suffer from the cold? Food that could go in there. Correctly. There's a spider that way, but I think there's a turret this way. Ah. Ow, go away. You're annoying me. Yeah, I messed up the reload on the sniper rifle. I think one more shot should be enough. Ah. Right, we'll just another loot box just here. Got some Neo. Well. Now there's a turret above us. Now the way this POI the way this section works is there's a tunnel round the corner here, which is wait, that was very antisocial. Yeah, there's a tunnel round the corner which is the way in, but in order to switch that power generator on, what we've got to do is come up here. Annoying little tyke. And the actual switch is just up here. We've got to put that there. Take that. I think there's another couple of loot boxes just around the back here. Like that. Now, what we got to do, right, so what we got to do now is just fly all the way back to that generator. Otherwise it's just a waste of time. And I'll be completely upfront, that tunnel that we're about to go through is a little bit annoying. And you certainly don't want to do it twice. So what do now is be able to click that. That turns the power on. And what we got to do back now, and just make the shotgun, because we're going to be killing quite a lot of spiders now. They come. So if you stay in the air, where they're coming from is a kind of tunnel thing. Oh, there it is. Looks like they've all dropped out. So you want to get rid of these bobs first. Where's that little active little buggers? There's another one, and these little ones are by far the worst. Reorientate again. Yeah, you know, just stock up on our meat supply. I can keep them right there. Right, what we're going to do is go up here, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, wow, okay. I think it's rocket launcher time, I think. Love spiders. I'll be completely honest, at the moment all this spinning round isn't exactly doing my eyesight very much good either. It's and the question is, did I get the... No. Okay. Oh, thermal burn right in the face. Right, I'm not gonna mess about. Trying to sneak up on me, were you? Now, where we got to go is through here. Okay. Don't recall. We get through with a crouch. Nope. What is going on here? You just better go straight through here. It says thin. I think it's hinting that these are actually damaged. Can I actually damage these? I think normally before you used to just walk through them. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're just a bit of it. I mean, I've got quite a lot of explosives anyway, so. Oh, that one didn't go. Okay. Well, put another one on. Can I get through now? Nope. This one's been a bit more resistant. I think we might be able to. Not going to get through that either. Okay, we got another one we got to blow up. Interesting. I think this is a good example of the fact that even when you know a POI, they're always constantly being updated and changed with every update. So every one of these actually still can present a little bit of a problem or a challenge, which is one of the reasons why I like this game, is that things aren't static. It's interesting. We got a plate right above us as well. All right, we got a box here which can be. I'll take that. We've actually got another one just there which we've got to get rid of. Otherwise, it's going to be quite difficult to get past it. So, yep. I think I've got plenty of. Get some more. It's not like I don't use them that often, but. Kidding me. Oh well, we can finish this off with the. I don't think that one. Right, we're going to put the jetpack on. Now, this tunnel can be a little bit kind of annoying to get through, and sometimes you can do it almost first time. Other times you come on, game. Another damaged one. Now that's a full size block, so there it is. Sometimes you just gotta wiggle around a little bit, get through. Right, we're in here. We can walk around now. Whoops, I thought we could. I seem to be. Perhaps if I actually. Right, one of these is it says touch this panel. That's it. What this does is that, or what that does is it opens up this door here. It says Grand Assembly Archives. Within the walls of this building there lies the archive of records to the War of Silence, constructed by the House of Abyssal under the purview of the Talon Academy of Science and Educate. Yeah, and of course it means now we don't have to go back through that little tunnel. Just change back to there. Right, we're fully loaded. I don't think we get attacked. And what we're in is what you could almost call the war. So what we're in now is you can almost call the Hall of Knowledge. Now you've got lots of panels which you can read, and I'm not going to read them because one, the text is a bit long. Also, the color combination makes it quite difficult to read, and my eyesight's not quite up to it. But what you get is some hints at possible future weapons like the Dark Light Cannon and the War Factory 11. Then you get a list here of all the Xerax houses. I don't know if I go up a little bit, you can see. So we got the Xeno, the Epsilon, the Abyssal, the Radios, the Surdu, and the Pharos, and the Geist. So when you're playing the game and you see references to like the guys, these aren't completely new factions, they're just sub-factions within the Xerax. In the center here you get a list of all the lost planets, the planets lost to the Legacy. And then we've got a swarm ship. The Legacy swarm ship is a primary frontline vessel. Again, sometimes I wonder whether this is a hint to some kind of ship that we're going to encounter. And then we got the Whisper Drive, again developed and used to inhibit warp fields. And then we've got the Legacy here, which of course is what you could call the endgame faction. Fighting the Legacy is quite interesting, because they've got some very heavy weapons. And here we are in the Hall of the Keeper. Welcome, visitor to the Imperial Archives of the Glorious House of Abyssal. How may I serve you? I'm not going to go through all the history. Please download all the info into my archive. This can be only done as a member of the House of Abyssal and the Keeper of the Staff of Guidance. Please put both insignia in the scanning device in front of you and place that there. Permission accepted. Prepare to download the full archive of the Staff of Guidance, encrypting with the quantum properties of the Seal of Abyssal. Download. It will take a few minutes. Hurry up. Now, as far as I know, there are no kind of goodies in here. Of course, we got the bug uglies coming in from here. Now, doing this battle should be quite interesting, because previously, when I've done this battle, you've got to get close to open these doors. But what we can do now is we can approach crouch, which means we can actually do that. I'm sure that there was 3 of these guys. There it is. Another one here. We can fire through the blue force field type things. Of course, having an epic weapon helps a lot as well. I think that is everybody in here. So we can just go and loot the bodies. I think there's 3 more just outside, but being able to crouch and take advantage of this low cover makes this a lot easier than it used to be in the past, because you had to stand in full open view to be able to do it. We got a platinum bar there. I've got to find a trader for that as well. Right, let me just offload this stuff as well. I think Snafu keeps reminding me about these, but I'm hoping to find a trader to sell those. Trade item, and then the rest can just go in the box, and we can do exactly the same. Now there's 1 more left, and I can't remember if he's in there or in there, but I think we'll check here first. There he is. Hello. That is basically the archive complete. If you actually know the sequence, it is relatively easy, but when you play it for the first time, especially if you don't know what the sequence is, it can be a little bit of a challenge. It says download completed. The archive is now shutting down. Thank you for your visit and farewell, Keeper of the Star. So what we're going to do now is just fly back to the entrance, and I go through here. Of course, before we leave, what we're going to do is actually loot this side of the room. In fact, I think I forgot to do something actually. I think there's a... Or is it the other side? There you are. I knew I'd missed someone. Oh, okay. There's no loot boxes up here. And then what we can do is just don't fall through there. And we can, I'll be honest, I've got no idea where the core is in this place. I'll certainly take those. I think with the 1.85 update, these also had a problem. If you want to try to access those, they wouldn't pick up. As you can see, it's all been fixed now. We can't get the oxygen. I don't think there's anything else back here, but we can drop down here. Oops. And we can just leave the box up going back the other way. That. This stuff up. Not that I really need this stuff, but it's a point of principle more than anything else. Because the moment you say, well, I don't need it, is the day that you suddenly find that you do need it. Something badly goes wrong and you get your ship blown up and all those lovely treasured resources that you've been collecting disappear. Just grab this. More Saphian plates, that'd be quite useful. That. More Saphian plates. And that would be very... And that is it. So what we're going to do now is dash straight out into the ship. Of course, by now the ship is nice and warm and toasty because it's had the power left on. And we're just going to go and dock. Very quickly back into here. Put the weapon away. Of course, stop messing about, game. We're just grab these. I want to keep my farm going. Ooh. Whoops. I think when I get the new ship, I may need to rebalance my crop production. I think I need more plant fiber, possibly a little bit less grain, and probably certainly a little less ordinary protein, I think. So, into more food. You can see here, like I've got 230 grain. Because different plants produce different amounts of, you know, crops. Need that amount, and then we'll just put this back into place. And we're just going to jump in the ship. Come here. I don't think there's anything else here that's worth worrying about. I mean, I'm a bit inclined to come back here, but maybe once we've got the other ship. So that, because I certainly wouldn't mind possibly picking up some more rare resources. Anyway, we're just going to head for the tissue, whatever it is, system. Okay, welcome back. We're just coming up on the ambassador's ship. Yep, you're in range of a base offering services. I'm just very curious. Okay, we got repairs. Let's flash out. Okay. Don't know if that actually worked, but if we get a cheap repair, that's a good way to actually get, you can say, get a repair of your ship. Well, actually, the right way around. Right, we're just going to let up here. Thrusters off. I can always fly in. So what I do need to do is put the EA back on. Back here very quickly. Oops, that's the repair station. Put the EA boost back on. Take the radiation. In fact, I think we've already got a radiation boost, so we'll put that in trading. There's the entrance. Go and talk to the ambassador, and we'll complete this step of the mission. Empress is all. And we'll just talk to... Glad you made it out alive. I heard the Xeno have destroyed the archive. I'll make sure that they get their payback for that. Did you find what you were searching for? Prisoners are not my top... Talons being traitors. This is the overall backstory. I'm not going to do that. Prisoners are now my top priority. Of course, and we will start with that. Of course, and we will start with this right now. As promised, my spies have located the prison complex. It's located in... Hold on a second. We're getting an emergency report. I have a bad feeling. Commander, it seems like your GLAD organization has a traitor in its crew. I've just received a message from a small Geist task force that will depart in a few hours towards the GLAD outpost. With orders to destroy everything. No prisoners. You should head back ASAP. Find the traitor and get rid of that problem. Otherwise, our operation to free your comrades might end before it even started. I will be here to see what I can prepare. Until then, good luck, my friend. Okay, so we've got a poster. We've got seals of credibility. So we're going to just get back to the ship because there's just one more thing I would like to do before we leave. Because in some ways, guys, I'm just going to ask, I would like your opinion on this. And we're just going to get back to here. And of course, the other thing we've got to do is put our poster up. That's very important. Means we've got to turn the shields off. And the explosive. Problem now is where to put it. Put it just underneath this one or above it. I think that might work. Put it below so we can see it. Actually, we'll put it up high. So we've now got poster. There's the jump poster, so crazy people that want to jump off the top of buildings. Right, the one thing I want to do is if we book that the loot, you can see I've now got all the Sathium that we had being fully converted. And what I want to do is shove this into the workshop. Real anticipator. Right, we're literally a few hundred short, but I can do something about that because I can now use my Sathium in it. There we have. I've got 1046 Sathium. Hopefully this will be enough. We split the difference and build it up. I don't just want to dump thing in there, so we got 100. 7. There we are. Look at that. Wow, it's not a bad guess, was it? You can see it. We can produce this in 1 second. And I think this is going to be a good system. In fact, I'm going to go for it, guys, because we don't have to render it. I'm not going to render it this time. So we've now got our new ship. And of course, that, more importantly, that actually clears out the workshop now, because if we come here and say, I want to just choose a pioneer, you can see we still got quite a lot of iron ingots, but a lot of the other resources, in fact, wow, that's not, I was hoping, well, if we do the, yeah, you can see now we've got space to dump even more stuff up into the system. So we still need, it's only in the rare items, but what I'm proposing to do is that this is a relatively safe system. So in the next part, what we'll do is bring in the new ship and then sort out the docking arrangements, because if we're going to travel somewhere in space, we're going to need to be able to dock the two ships together. Another alternative is that what we can do is leave the Pioneer in this system for the moment, and then what we can do is use the new ship to offer the next step in the mission. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.